Okay, this is a Shimano 105 pedal. It was starting to grind and click and crunch, so I've taken it apart. Here you can see all the parts that go inside. So this is the main axle, which will fit inside in here. And we have, first of all, we have an outer washer which goes on this way, and that's kind of a dust seal washer that will go on here, followed by this nylon sleeve, and this thread here is what threads into here. You then got a bearing steel, I guess it's hardened steel race here, which will go on here like this, followed by the bearings. You then have the first bearing race on the inside here. Now this goes in the middle, and it goes in this way around, so the chamfered edge is on the thin end, this end here, and that helps you assemble these ball bearings in this end. Now this sleeve, when it's on here, you see there's a chamfered edge here that goes this way around, not that way around, so it goes this way around. 12 bearings each side, identical. So once those bearings are in on that race, then you have a locking nut situation, so this tightens up the bearings. And then this little nut, which has a blue nylon nylock effect on the end, will stop this from coming loose or over tightening during the course of its use. So I'm just going to pop these back together. So this is it all greased up. So we've got the outer weather seal greased here. This bearing cup isn't a bearing cup, it's just to help fit the ball's bearings when you put them back together. Very heavily greased in there. I'm just using a LM grease, and this nut here is adjusting how tightly these bearings are pulled together, so that you shouldn't have any play backwards and forwards on the shaft. That can pull back. That doesn't matter, because like I say, that was just to help put the bearings in place in the first instance. So when you turn this, you shouldn't feel any metal on metal grinding at all, and the difference between grinding and not grinding, and it's just very incredibly slight. So if I just turn that slightly now, I can feel just the tiniest bit of grind on the bearings of metal to metal being pressed together. So that's going to cause wear. So I just take it off, locking nut on with the blue on the outer side, on the end, and tighten that up without turning this nut here to make it tight again. But again, I'll keep feeling to make sure it doesn't, to make sure there's no grind feeling on this. And then what I'll do is I'll pack loads of grease around the end of this, and then put it into, screw it into the pedal, the remainder of the pedal. And a final check with it all screwed back in together. No free play. Turn smooth without any grinding. And of course, the pedal needs to swing down without any resistance, which it does. And there we are, all back together.